Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of yesterday's video, right after the intro. All right, y'all, right off the bat, the market is not going anywhere. It's still at that same level, and dip buyers are still fighting to keep this up. All right. Currently, I don't think we're going to collapse again. I do not believe that we're going to drop. Buyers are getting in here, 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 and now the market is about to open. Worst case scenario, we retest these bottoms over here at 38.60 before we bounce. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, right out the gates, the market is about to open in like 35 minutes. Right out the gates, we just start slowly climbing up all the way to 3900, and we move on up towards the highs of 3920 within the next few days. But as of right now, it's not looking too bad. All right, it's not looking too bad. That dragonfly doji is very, very bullish, and I wouldn't be staying short on this stock. Now, the very first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today, that stock is Jumia. All right, and Jumia had a phenomenal drop all the way down to $43. As I've mentioned yesterday was the time to go shopping. Like, it was literally the best time to buy the dips. Right now, this stock is about to open up at like, oh, and the other thing, it actually had earnings and it survived earnings. This is the other reason why I wanted to talk about it. It survived earnings. It went nowhere. This is very, very, very good. So watch this thing for a long. Dip buyers are here, right? The bought dips here, okay, and then they bought again through earnings, and now it's opening up right here. So best case scenario, it actually consolidates just a little bit before going towards $53. And then we continue our uptrends from there. Again, if the market continues to be, if the buyers step up to the plate and push the market even higher. So keep Jumia on your watch list. It just survived earnings. All right, very good time. Now the second one that y'all should be keeping in your watch list, that stock is EHTH. All right, and EHTH also had earnings and it survived earnings, and right now it's actually recovering quite well. Right, I talked about this one before when it was at $49. I warned you about the bullish Orami cross. There was some nice money to be made over here, right? And it's been consolidating in this region ever since. All right, it's been consolidating in here. I'm not bearish on the stock. I did drew all of these things over here. I do expect it to recover, and right now it's about to open at $59. Expect a break of 60 and then move up to $62 today. All right. Watch this one for a potential long today. Now, the third and final stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today, that stock is CRSP. All right, and for those of y'all who bought CRSP, it's actually given another chance to buy again. Again, watch this thing for a drop all the way down to 136 before we start consolidating sideways. Again, as I told y'all yesterday, I'm very bullish on the stock because it's been dropped by it dropped by so much from the highs of like 220. All right, that's about a 46% drop. So keep this one on your watch list for a recovery today. Okay, now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to cover, somebody asked me to do a review on NCTY. All right, and for all of y'all who have been subscribing to the channel, I told all of you that NCTY look magical for a short, that individuals like myself are looking to short this thing down. And I also told y'all to be very patient out the gates, right? I made that video over here to watch this thing for a move up in here, right? It tried to get in there once, it tried to get in there twice, and then it got obliterated after that. So you were supposed to take your short position here, and I'm sure a lot of y'all did. right? And also you were supposed to add here or add here for the drop all the way down. Now I'm sure to the person who is asking about it, to the person who is looking for like the perfect exit, you should have exited either here, all right, or here. Again, the market is looking a bit iffy right now, but if this thing doesn't drop, like those contracts that you're holding, they're going to lose a lot of value. Like this was the perfect time to not only short NCTY, but it was also the perfect time to short Riot. All right. So Riot, in regards to Riot, I actually shorted this one. I started shorting it on at around like 60 $67 and at $65, as you can see over here. So I bought more puts. I bought some puts over here, all right, and then I bought more puts over here for a total of 3 puts. And then I started selling them right in the morning. I sold one put at 8:31 for 1200, which was right at the open over here, just to make sure to lock in some gains. And then I sold the other ones for about 2 grand each. All right, I sold that one at 8:48 and 8:47, which is right over here, right at the bottom. All right, and then this is where I started like loading up on calls. Okay, so for those of y'all who bought the dip, you should be in the green right now. Do not get too greedy with this one. Best case scenario, again, if you're still short, it might give you another opportunity to get out around $50. All right, and the same thing applies for NCTY. Best case scenario, you get another opportunity to get out at $50. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario for short sellers, it actually runs the opposite way and stays up here for a while, and then the value of those contracts just keep draining. So just keep that in mind as you are trading this one. It is still overextended. It is, all right, but the point that you were supposed to make money on this drop. You were supposed to make money yesterday as a short seller. Now the other stock that I want to discuss in this video, that stock is CRM. And CRM, that one is looking pretty good. It dropped all the way down to 229. Again, for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, this was easy money for us. I made that previous video on on this day, right? And the amount of money to be made here was a lot. So hopefully some of y'all were able to capture that and take some profits off the table before this thing dropped. And plus there's an island gap reversal right at the top here. Okay, is this thing good for a dip buy? I think so. Again, worst case scenario, we see a drop all the way down to 232 before buyers step in again and bring this up. Also keep in mind that earnings is right around the corner on the 25th. Again, I do not like holding anything through earnings. Y'all know how I feel about earnings. It's a 50-50 coin toss, and the chances of you getting burned is, again, it's 50-50. You never know. They might have phenomenal numbers. I just don't do it. All right, so keep this one on your watch list after earnings. Now the next one that I want to discuss in this video is SOS. And SOS, again, for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, I told y'all that I would not want to dip buy this thing at $10, that I wanted to wait until this thing tanked all the way down to this circle right here, and they dropped down even further towards $6. I gave it a price target at $7. So hopefully for all of y'all who like this company, who were waiting to buy the dip on this company, we're able to scoop this up at the lows. Like I said, yesterday was the perfect time to start buying dips, and that is my very honest opinion of this one. This one is gonna go, again, this one, watch this thing for a rebound all the way back up to $10, maybe even $11 within the next few days. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and the post-market analysis videos, which are released from every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma. and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you and you are interested in getting started in the market, I left some step by step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with everything you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Be very careful out there, and short sellers, don't get too greedy. Hopefully it drops just a little bit so that y'all can get out. Hopefully, all right. Enjoy the outro.